Not many of us have extraordinarily large net worths like Tesla CEO Elon Musk or the renowned investor Warren Buffett. Just because you don't have the amount of net worth they have, you shouldn't disregard your own net worth. On the contrary, it can be quite an important and helpful tool that many people fail to take advantage of. It can be a great way to keep track of your progress and see your financial situation over time. It can also be a useful tool for gauging how you are doing relative to other people and for comparing yourself. In this video, we will look at the average net worth by age from the Federal Reserve Board's survey of consumer finances. Watch the entire video to learn the most effective ways for raising your own net worth and improving your financial situation. First of all, we must understand how net worth is calculated. Contrary to popular belief, net worth is not correlated with net income or necessarily the amount of money you have in your bank account. Taking your assets and subtracting your liabilities is the simplest method to calculate your net worth. The typical person's house and car are the primary sources of assets. Other valuables include things like stocks, bonds, bank accounts, jewelry, and more. If your house is worth $600,000, your car is worth $35,000, and other assets are worth $20,000, your total would end up being $655,000. However, this does not equal your net worth because debts have not been taken into account or added to the equation. If your mortgage is $300,000, $10,000 in car loans, and $1,000 in credit card debt, that's a total of $311,000 that needs to be subtracted from the value of all assets. It would leave a total net worth of $344,000. As you can see, this calculation is unrelated to net income or how much an individual makes from their salary. Every 3 years, the Federal Reserve Board conducts a survey of consumer finances to gather data on family incomes and net worth. The most recent report is from 2020. Nevertheless, since it was the most recent data available at the time this video was produced, it should still provide a somewhat accurate picture of the median or average net worth in the U.S. A new survey will be released later in 2023. Overall, American households have a median net worth of $121,700. Now let's look at the median net worth by age. The median household net worth for families who are under 35 is $13,900. There are several potential causes for this. Individuals of this age are just starting their careers and aren't yet making a good, steady living. It could be challenging for them to increase that net worth level due to student loans. Their recent or pending home purchase will likely have a significant impact on their net worth. The typical net worth of homeowners is $255,000, while that of renters is only $6,300, according to the Federal Reserve. In addition, they could not have started investing for retirement because of outstanding debts or a low income. The median net worth of individuals aged 35 to 44 is $91,300. At this point in their lives, their financial situation starts to improve a little. They often have established careers and high earnings, but growing families also bring up new responsibilities. As they are paying off their mortgage and owning an asset that is appreciating rather than renting or living with family, buying a home has definitely helped their net worth increase. Retirement funds should have been set up and are hopefully being added to on a regular basis. But many people haven't even started to think about retirement yet, if they have thought about it at all. The 45 to 54 age group sees steady growth to $168,600. Some households are starting to see kids move out, which may or may not help with the family budget, even though there aren't usually as many life changes as there were for the preceding age group. With the exception of the occasional upgrade to make room for a growing family, these older families are typically living in similarly priced homes to what they did previously. Despite this, many of these families fail to start planning for the future because they don't understand investments or don't recognize the need to invest. People frequently incur higher debts and indulge in more pleasures because they believe that their hard work has earned them these things. Ages 55 to 64 experience a modest increase to $212,500. Housing circumstances likely haven't changed all that much compared to those of the previous age group. Perhaps some families want to downsize as their children move out and require less space. At this point, income typically reaches a plateau and starts to fall as a result of fewer hours worked and lower productivity. For some who are lucky, things are becoming better because their assets are increasing, their mortgages are getting paid off, and they can buy other things with cash rather than financing them. The net worth of households between the ages of 65 and 74 is $266,400, a small increase from the younger group. Net worth will no longer increase as it once did because traditional retirement often starts at 65. Some people are working fewer hours, if at all, and withdrawing from their investments, if they have any. Healthcare demands are increasing and can have a significant financial impact on persons with limited health insurance who are unhealthy. These families aren't very old, so a declining net worth at this time could endanger their ability to retire. Last but not least, the median net worth for people aged 75 and older falls to $254,800. It's not always a bad thing, but this is the first age group where net worth actually declines. Spending your remaining funds can be fun as long as you won't run out. No one knows how long they will live, so why not treat yourself to a trip ever so often, as long as you won't empty your retirement savings? Most people of this age aren't employed, and if they are, it's likely that their income isn't very high. Your net worth is one indicator of your financial situation and can be used to monitor your progress. Although tracking your net worth can be helpful, it doesn't necessarily imply when you'll be financially independent. Even if someone has a net worth of $10 million, they may still need to work to cover their living expenses. For instance, they might not have any assets that generate income despite owning an $8 million home and $2 million worth of exotic cars. On the other hand, a person could be retired and have a net worth of $200,000. Knowing your annual passive income and annual expenses would be a better approach to evaluate your financial health. Increasing your investments to generate more income is more crucial than constantly worrying about the entire value of your household. You can eventually become financially independent if you follow a few key steps to grow your net worth, if you aren't already. Your top objective should be to pay off any credit card debt, student loan debt, and other debts that lower your net worth. This means that your money will be available for other uses since you won't be required to pay interest to lenders. Second, put money into assets that will appreciate over time, such as stocks, real estate, and other investments that offer compound returns. Your investments will grow more quickly this way over time. Discovering methods for saving money is another effective strategy for increasing your wealth, and there are many great opportunities that you may not have considered. Increase your income across all of your jobs, not just your 9-to-5 or primary one. Create additional income streams from side jobs that can be aimed towards becoming wealthy. Lastly, be patient and understand that it takes time to get ahead. But if you follow these methods, creating wealth is inevitable. Make sure to subscribe and watch the other videos on the channel for more investing and finance-related content. See you soon.